Hey yo, what's up, Hazel? What's up, Lone Star? 1 second, jump over here. Boop, there we go. I am here. You'll get HHH? Fine, you drive a hard bargain. Hello? Hug. It's nice to see you, friends. Are y'all ready for something? Also, you haven't posted AET. AET? Oh, no, what? Oh, duh. The Australian Eastern Time. You know what? Fair enough. Although I just picked the most common time zones in the community. Get all your Aussie friends up in here. And then I have no choice but to. You know? Just saying. Just saying. Also, I'm not as familiar with it right now. It is 10:30 a.m. for you right now? Guess? Anyways, can't stick around because I got bad signal. Just want to say, fair enough. No worries. Thank you for swinging by, Haza. Appreciate you so much, fam. Hey, it's the first time I've seen you over here on the YouTube. I hope I see you around a little bit more often if possible. But you take care, brother. You be good to yourself. I hope you being kind to yourself. You best be. If you aren't, otherwise I'm gonna beat you up. Nobody gets mean to my friends. The week has been decent for me personally, Craig. Yes, I echo the sentiment. I hope it's been good for y'all. I need to turn on this VPN. So, about to hit some turbulence, y'all. Going now. Do apologize. Because it's going to auto-connect me as soon as I turn it on because I have yet to figure out how to not make that be a thing yet. I'm sure it's just a simple setting, but... So yeah, we're going through that right now. Expect some lagging any moment. But it does not persist? How we doing? How we doing? Looking like we're doing okay? Darby! It's a Darby, Allin. We good. Okay. It got really finicky with me there for a second. It was like, I don't know if we can do it, dude. I'm not sure, man. Hold on. We're really trying to connect to another spot here in America first. Fire on me, singing I hear liars. Ooh, let's see that I'll never tell. Haha! Wordplay. So we're opening up with a classic right here. Darby versus Swerve. Did I miss Swerve's entrance? I think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. He looked like he was like saying, come on to somebody in the ring. I'm like, oh? Swerve, 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 Swerve. Stop. What's up with... Cage has different gear going on right now. That's one hell of a mask. Did it just say the Embassy's Swerve? Okay. Should probably turn this up just a little bit. They definitely remixed this song and threw some guitar in it. It took me a minute, but I finally realized it. Yeah. No, I know they merged, but I'm not sure which one it's. Are they still the Mogul affiliates, or is it just now the Embassy? Because I guess it's now the Embassy. No. Rang the bell before the man even had his shirt off. If I was Darby, I would have shotgun drop kicked him into that corner before he even got the shirt off his arms. The Mogul Embassy. Okay. That's what we're calling it. I'm here for it. Damn, the velocity on Darby right there. They are now the Bembassy. The Benbassy. I'm still debating on trying to go to AEW in 2 weeks or not. Part of me really wants to, but I know financially it'll be a blow. Oh, Darby's got a new tattoo over his ear. Okay. He almost overshot it. He damn near ate that barricade. They really are sticking to the red, white, and blue ropes. I've said this 3 weeks in a row now, but I can't get over it. It seems so silly to me. Not silly. Silly isn't the right word, but it feels like it's a reference as opposed to like just what they want to do. If the middle rope was purple, I'd be with it because it would match the Dynamite's color. The Dynamite color scheme that's currently going on right now, you know? They are now the Bembassy. I can't. The Bembassy. Yo, Craig, that got me so hyped. I have hope for you, fam. I so badly want you to be able to go to that Wembley show. It's going to be a historical event. It's going to be one for the ages. And to be able to say you were there is something I want you to be able to do. Especially with how hyped you were about it. Man, I need to see it happen for you. What are we doing here with the steps, though, my guy? Oh, I pulled him down the steps. That's fucked, dude. Why do you gotta do him like that? Justice, just a tad bit. Yeesh, my guy. Vicious Swerve is vicious. He looks mean. I have yet to see his match with his rematch with Nick Wayne that happened last weekend. How was it, y'all? For those who have seen it, how was it? What are we doing? What are we taking his belt off for? Whoa. Yo, that's don't necessarily want to cheer for disability, but it's just cheering for the fact that you may still have a chance yet. Like I said, fam, your hype was just like infectious. Are you throw out the match? Oh my gosh. She really let that slide. I'm wondering if Swerve really wanted... Okay! Jumping back kick. I dig it, especially with how loud that sounded. Allin 2023, please give Sabian versus QT Marshall. Yeah, Hobbs pays QT the favor back and gets him into a world title picture. Oh, house call. Swerve has hit a new level of vicious this match. She's even counting slow for him. I like this kind of, you know, because she's really giving leeway because, like, even in kayfabe, DQs are not an AEW thing, you know? So it feels like she's trying to not. She's trying to excuse it as much because Darby, you know, isn't outright, like, showing peril. But the same. The angle was definitely not the best one, but you can tell the angle wasn't ready for him to move so quickly for that kick. I feel like they could have shot over to this camera, for example, and it would have been a better angle. Oh, for Swerve's kicks. Okay. AEW is definitely still trying to find its footing with Oi. God damn. They're definitely still trying to find their footing with this new setup for the cameras, but I think they're doing good. I think, for the most part, they do well. I'm so thankful for Fight Plus. Y'all have no idea. Because with all the other wrestling I watch throughout the week, I'm so conditioned to picture-in-picture. So when I hear the commentator say it, I just kind of brace myself to be a little less invested in the product. But then I forget that I have fights, so it's going to be fine. Speak on, and they keep trying to kill Darby. Meanwhile, Swerve looks like he twisted that ankle a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, yep. I saw it. But the good thing about Swerve is he is so versatile. You can take a limb away from him and he can still be a dangerous competitor. Swerve?
Walking a little bit better right now, but still, man, Darby is in bad shape. Look how Darby fights, even if he's in bad shape. Just kicks away. Double knees across the chest.
Okay, he's moving a little bit better on that ankle. He's just, working the kinks out. Yeah, I think it's the second of the three. Is either just kind of a little bit of a shock sent through the ankle through forceful thing. Trust me, I've done it a few times where I've like hopped up for pull-ups or something, and when I dropped back down, my ankles weren't ready for that drop, so I just like, ow, 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 and it feels like I hurt it bad, but the shock goes away in a moment. Yeah, I don't think he tore the tendon. He would be in excruciating pain to still work through that afterwards. If he had a torn Achilles right now, he would have a godlike game face. Oh, seeing something being hinted on the Discord. Also, Dara's in the gorilla position. Hi, Dara. I didn't see you pop in the chat, but hello.
Our opening contest on Dynamite continues live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Swerve Strickland rolling through flatliner on Darby Allin. Swerve has a chance to take it. Yeah, Strickland has dominated throughout the break, but right as we went into picture-in-picture, Taz, we saw Swerve. He may have tweaked that ankle on the foot stomps to the floor.
No, I get you, Craig, but we usually don't want to move people over until they've popped in the stream chat, because otherwise we end up with people who just camp out on the Discord for the free show. And the whole thing is that's supposed to be there so those in the watch-along chat can also watch along if they can't already. What are we doing here? Oh, he's going for the foot. No worries, Craig. Dara's good people. What the fuck? Okay, this match is getting gritty. Right, Lodestar? Straight up bit his sock. I don't know if I could bring myself to do that. In the middle of an athletic competition, no less. I can tell a lot about a man and how his athlete's foot tastes. Like, what? Darby Allin doing the Quentin Tarantino special. Yo. I've heard that name, but I don't exactly know what that is or who that is. Nice, rotating. Golly. Nice with the knee. He's so aware of Darby. And there it shows again. That springboard coffin drop was turned right into a German suplex. I love it.
Strickland, he's Jungle Boy watching on now too, as we saw Sammy earlier.
Another one of the pillars, all vying for MJF's world title, as we know.
Nice. Turned it into the reverse DDT. Love it. Very clean.
You could go beyond the ring and take a sneak peek into the real lives of your favorite stars with AEW All Access. Also, you can get a chance to win tickets to AEW's Double or Nothing event in Las Vegas. Visit tbs.com/all-access-flyaway for more information, and keep an eye out for the custom
Gotcha.
all-new AEW All Access immediately following Dynamite tonight on TBS. Darby, the cover. You're like hooked, Dan. No. Good job by Strickland getting out of that, but Darby, see, no wasted motion, just keeps
Oh.
the energy smart. Back to that knee bar. You see Darby putting torque on the toes of Swerve Strickland. I'm telling you guys, without that boot on, though, you can't get as much tightness. Not a heel hook, even just figure four the ankle with his wrist. It's tough when you have.
Nice.
But Swerve, out of desperation, makes
He pulled himself onto the rope. He's just a little fingertip pulled himself onto the rope.
damage as he can legally. Yeah, you definitely the attack, Shivani, has been great on that ankle by Darby Allin.
Right? Silas versus Hobbs, I was like, that will be an interesting match to see play out. But I feel like Silas is going to go full babyface in that one.
Darby likes to use that coffin drop.
He's usually a grittier character, you know? At least with the little bit I've seen of him. What are we doing up here? What are we doing here, my guy?
Oh, wait, he's taking poison. Run it out.
No!
Reverse hook on
I'm like, what are you going to do? Drop down a face buster him on the apron? Because his leg wouldn't have handled that. A poison rod to the outside. I mean, you needed right, Lone Star. That could have gone so bad. Coffin drop. He got the coffin drop. Oh, but here comes Prince Nana.
Sneaking down.
1, 2, and Nana put Swerve's foot on the ropes. Aubrey Edwards, she was looking at the shoulders, looked up, saw Swerve's foot on the ropes, but Nana was standing right there. Yeah, Darby now loses his cool. I'd stay focused on Strickland.
Aubrey's like, man, what do I do here? You know, like
The machine, Brian Cage.
I knew that when Prince was backing up.
GMSI. What does that mean? GMSI.
We saw what happened last week, and there's history between Cage and Darby.
Also, for those who don't know, Brian Cage just re-signed with the... Oh, God! Okay, that house call landed all the way.
Get the win here. Swerve Strickland.
And here comes the double stomp. Is he going to end it here? Oh, no, his ankle, it's too fucked. I don't think he gets it here. If he gets it here, that'll be interesting.
Makes the cover.
I thought so. Darby's too resilient for that.
Of Strickland, he could not top his opponent and get the win quick enough.
I know that stomp from the top is one of his premier moves, but he may have.
Oh, there we go. He's going for his true finish.
Driver, but Darby
The JML driver, yeah. It's funny, right? Because, like, I remember watching an interview with him sometime last year, like, just when he, just right after he won the tag titles.
getting right up in the face of Brian Cage and Prince Nana. Where's Swerve? Threw him out of here. She threw these two out of here. The Mogul Embassy has been thrown out from ringside.
There you go. Swerve's got him.
Swerve with the chair in hand, but Darby disarmed Swerve.
Swerve's going back for the chair. He's like, you know what? Fuck this chair. That was interesting. That was an interesting way to do that.
So close. And that was ultra close.
What a kick out. Oh, that figure four bridging pin. He got it. He what? He got it? He fucking got it with the ankle. Swerve, what? I don't know how I feel about that, man. I feel like this was Swerve's match to win. And I get it. The pillars, but Swerve, though. Here's his contractual obligation. Let's just glass right past Swerve. Interesting. The typical TV shopping products. That's funny. It's the JML bargain driver. Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, he's the whole Pillars program is probably why he won. But like in my mind, I'm just like Swerve's walking away with the win, right? Oh, we're doing full commercial break now, are we? Okay, you don't want to just show us him walking down the ring, punking out everybody? Man, that... Not sure how I feel about that. I really feel like Swerve needs to be, like, a force to be reckoned with. And after literally just merging, he loses his first match into this merger. I don't know. I feel like his heel run has been a little start-stop for my liking. Please? Y'all heard that, right? No, New Jersey Maxwell Jackson. There's more jazz singing, right? Doesn't he just? Okay, you heard that too. Okay, I was like, that must have come through the feed because, like, I don't think I have anything else running. It would have been heard by now if that was the case. I mean, hey, maybe I'll be proven wrong, and I am an advocate of just beating somebody, you know, in the sense that, like, all right, I don't often try to make the comparison, but across the pond, WWE, you know, we put two people in a match, and we don't want either of them to lose. We just have the match ended a non-finish, right? Well, I don't like that. And WB has conditioned me to hate that. So even when it's done in a manner that makes sense, I dislike it, you know? I'm a proprietor of just have somebody lose, you know? This is a competition-based program. People win and lose all the time. Too many people are undefeated or overly protected. So I feel a little hypocritical in my criticisms here, but at the same time, Swerve is Swerve, dude. Like, he's such a special presence. And I feel like it was a bit of a missed opportunity here. But also, Darby's moving into a world title program, so that does take precedence. So if you really put me in the position as the booker, I probably would have gone the same way. But just beating Swerve like this kind of sucks, you know, because it just takes me to the question, why'd you book the match? Unless Swerve's loss is going to be relevant to something. In which case, my hopes are up, you know? Maybe this is going to be like this loss is going to fuel a narrative somewhere. Keith Lee's got a match later on tonight, too. And he's probably going to lose that match. Now that I think about it, because he's going to be facing fucking Chris Jericho. And you know what? I'm holding out hope. I want to see Keith Lee win. They didn't play the Dynamite music that entire time when that graphic was up. I sound like a bad opinion here. I just hope that Darby, Sammy, MJF, and Jungle Boy, Jack are... Oh! Fam, I agree. That you do not need to sit here and build this match for over 4 months from now. No. Double or Nothing feels like it's too far away for this match. I feel like this match should happen, you know, in a couple of weeks. It's very clear that's where we're going. Freaking deep. Darby's sitting there looking like, oh my god, I gotta deal with this shit. Oh, okay. Alright, he's putting on his own shit.
I'll give you credit where credit's due. That was an incredible match. Hey, everybody give it up for Darby Allin, huh? Hell yeah. It was especially impressive considering the fact that your daddy Sting wasn't out here, Darbs. Truly inspirational, but you know, of course it was great because Darby...
It's like, there it is kind of thing. They're building them all out.
I mean, for crying out loud, at Full Gear 2021...
No, not all.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
Double or Nothing.
Had one of the greatest matches in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah, they have Double or Nothing and Forbidden Door before then. It'd be wild to avoid having this match.
Pound for pound, you might be one of the best people I've ever stared across in a ring, and that's a fact.
Devin, that'd be wild. I don't think we go. Lube there, MJF. Welcome, Devin. Nice to see you, fam.
That my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm sick of you doing my catchphrase, so shut up!
There it is.
That's right, bud. I beat you with a maneuver so simple, and yet you think you can take the triple B off of me?
I just realized how much blue he's wearing. A lot of it.
Darby,
I recognized he was in blue, but not that much.
everybody in this arena, and by that I mean you've most likely suffered 30 concussions. You are not on the level of the devil.
Ew.
Are you happy, Max?
Excuse me?
I said, are you happy, Max? Has anything you've ever done in your life made you happy? I met you 6 years ago wrestling in front of 30 people. And you always said, the moment I make it to national television, all my problems will wash away. You're here, nothing's changed. You're champion, nothing's changed. See, I was in your same shoes. I thought when I made it to national television, I would love my life. So I chased all the material things, and they're just that, material, and they don't mean a damn thing. In my first year of AEW, I checked myself into therapy because I refused to be the guy that seemed happy on the outside but was dying on the inside. Therapy, you should check it out sometime. It's beautiful. And the biggest thing I found out about therapy, it didn't matter about my success. It mattered if my family and close ones were living beautiful lives. So what did I do? I stopped caring about me, and I started giving back. With the money I made from AEW, I bought my parents a house, and I helped my dad retire. Listen, I helped my dad retire. And no, Sting is not my dad. He's just my best friend in this whole entire company. Max, this
I'm really
is
liking
just
this
a
promo.
15-minute ride. That's all this is just a 15-minute ride. And I refuse to get off this ride and wonder, who are all these random people I let in my life? Who are all these people I have nothing in common with let into my personal life? Yeah. See, I'm not like you. I'm not going to lower my morals to be somebody in this world. So if you got something to say, keep talking.
I liked this promo. I still do.
You know what you are, Darby Allin? You are an arrogant little boy. You really think you are special? Is that it, Darby? You think you don't have to go through what people have been going through for decades in this sport to make it to the top? I am so sick. Listen to me. I am so sick and tired of you and Jack and Sammy whining about my morals. The fact of the matter is,
Isn't it just
kill
Evan?
careers in this sport, and that's a fact. You stand here like you're some sort of daredevil. You know what I think, Darby Allin? I think you're a gutless coward. I think you're a gutless coward because you don't have the balls to sacrifice what must be sacrificed. You think I'm an idiot, Darby, huh? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm not keenly aware? You think I'm not keenly aware that I might end up on my deathbed alone? You think I'm not keenly aware?
He's right,
that if the
but not
afterlife
exclusive.
exists, that I might not go to heaven? Let me make something crystal clear to you, Darby Allin. I could give a shit. Do you want to know why? Because as long as this comes with me, that's all that matters, Darby. That is the difference between me and you.
I love that girl's sign.
Pillars. I am willing to do whatever it takes. But not you, no, are you? No. Listen to me, and listen to me good. I am willing to do whatever it takes to leave a legacy in this sport, and by the time I am done, my legacy will read as follows.
Damn, Greg.
MJF, the greatest of all time!
He's really going for that.
You know what your legacy is going to be, Darby? You can keep your morals, because your legacy is going to be this. Darby Allin, Sting's bitch!
Say his name and he appears.
Here he comes. It can't be. It's Sting.
Sting in his puffy jacket. I love how it's Sting in his gear, and then he's just got his regular windbreaker on.
MJF
Look, man, it's cold in here. I don't know what to tell you.
has arrived. What a moment.
Oh, that's a branded jacket. Never mind, I sound dumb. Do it again in his face.
Max, I just want to know what all this talk is the past few weeks of daddy daycare talk and all this. I don't understand that. I want you to know that it offends me deeply. I mean, I don't see myself as like a daycare kind of a guy. I see myself as more like a, I don't know, like a cheerleader. Yeah.
This is some Sting shit if I ever seen it.
I got somewhat of a fever, and the only cure for my fever is more pom-poms.
There's more pom-poms.
I was lucky it's not a bat.
I mean, you know what? You're right. You're right, Excalibur. This could have just been bats he's pulling out of every other limb, cartoon pockets and shit.
It looks like I've offended you deeply, haven't I? I promise. I'll stop now if you promise to stop, okay? Stop talking about this Cody daycare stuff, okay? I said Cody, didn't I? Oh!
Well, Craig.
Cody, and the truth hurts, doesn't it, Max? Because you had a cheerleader, you had a support system in Cody, and I'm a support system for Darby, and a young surfer Sting had a support system too, under the name Ric Flair.
Oh.
Yeah, Slick Rick. Thank you, Rick, for putting me on the map. Love you, Nature Boy. And from there, I sort of
Plane ride from hell, anybody?
roasting stuff, and then a little wolf pack Sting. Yeah. Love you, Kevin. Love you, Scott.
Hell, nah, that I'm for. He's on for.
And I guess it's kind of obvious by now I've still got a little Joker left in me, don't I? But what I don't have
Nostalgia
is
Pop, the
hunger
promo.
or thirst for this world title.
Right, Cam?
Let's face it. I'm just going to be real with everybody here, including you. Showtime is almost over. But showtime is just starting for this young man right here. Darby Allin, Max, mark my words. Darby Allin will become AEW's World Heavyweight Champion. I promise you, it is showtime.
Not a heavyweight title.
This fake plastic world is not taking me alive, Max. I am leaving the same person I came in. And I'm also leaving the man who ends this reign of terror and becomes the next AEW World Champion.
There we go. Punch him. Spit in his face, okay?
Again, typical classless MJF. He's the worst. The absolute worst.
I wouldn't have stopped there. You spit in my face. I'm taking blood.
Rather than stand face to face with Darby
Not quite sure what the crowd was chanting right there. Yo, I hate spitting spots. Say no, like here's the thing. I'm totally about. I can get behind it if both wrestlers are consenting to it. COVID is still a thing. Yes, no, I get you on that front. And they probably aren't doing tests anymore, but there's a whole flurry of reasons to unpack there. I'm just solely speaking on a respect level. Just don't be a biohazard, right? All right, so back up to what you said before, Craig, about All Out. I genuinely don't believe they're going to find a way to do that. And I don't think it would be a good plan to either. Like, I can understand in kayfabe, MJF being like, I'm not going to give you a shot until then. But at that point, I could also see in kayfabe, Tony Khan interjecting, or Tony Khan intermediary interjecting, being like, nah, fam, you can't do that. You're going to defend the title at Double or Nothing. Because there's no way. I genuinely believe there is no way there's going to be no world title match at Double or Nothing unless MJF ends up injured or unable to compete for one reason or another within the day of the show. And even then, they'd probably scramble to make an interim champion happen. So I just don't see that happening. I can see MJF being like, well, I'm not going to give you a shot until All Out. You guys got to spend all summer proving yourselves. And then, Tony Schiavone standing up and being like, well, actually, Mr. Khan in the back says the title is being defended at Double or Nothing with or without MJF in the match, kind of thing. So I see that. Maybe the 4 Pillars match itself doesn't happen until All Out. That I can understand. It just ended up being like 1 pillar for the time being. But it feels like when they did the promo 2-3 weeks ago in the ring, my immediate impression was, well, this match has got to happen before Double or Nothing, right? This is going to float over MJF until something happens, until someone comes back or something, ergo a CM Punk. In my head, the way I saw it happening was like on this week's show or next week's show, mid-April, the 4 Pillars 4-way for the world title match happens. And after MJF defends, you have CM Punk come out. Actually, the booking I had for it in my head was it happened last week at Long Island. So you could have CM Punk coming out and upstaging MJF after a world title match in his own hometown, just like MJF did to CM Punk at All Out last year in Chicago. So it's one of the things. Yeah, I think he'll defend it. I think the build will be MJF taking out those supporting thing. Yeah, you see, what I can see happening is him defending it against one of the pillars at Double or Nothing. And then another one of the pillars after that. And it would come to the conclusion, well, no, we just have to do a 4-way for you all. All right, we already got somebody in the ring. Oh, I see. It's Silas Young. Okay, this is how we're doing it. And since Jack doesn't have anyone else to attack Jack and give him a weakness, say any injury. Fair. It's not a bad shot, actually. QTV. Yeah, Silas got no entrance for a televised audience, it seems. I imagine he got one in the crowd, for the live crowd, at least. At least, right? Like, you can't do the man that dirty.
You see the car that QT Marshall gifted Powerhouse Hobbs with last Friday night. Oh, yeah. Beauty, ain't she? Oh, amazing. Really.
Hey, Charlie.
It'd be a real shame if something happened to this car, wouldn't it? Shut up.
You're just showing us.
It is a beautiful car, Ted. Well, it is, and I know for a fact Hobbs loves that car that QT gave. I was talking to Hobbs.
I dig the lighting.
Loves that car for sure. It's a vintage ride, buddy. It is all tricked out. Powerhouse.
Right? I can get that. But like, oh, there he is. I guess he just quietly ran out of his contract. Nah, there's no way that report would have flew under the radar.
Got that TNT championship, does Hobbs, and good luck. QT loves it. Yeah. QT Marshall, Harley Cameron, Aaron Solo, part of the QTV crew in the corner of Powerhouse Hobbs. But
Silas, you did not just bring in Silas just to take a 2-minute squash, did you?
Hobbs, 1, 2, 3.
Wow. I feel bad, Craig. Your net froze up on you just when you got to see your boy QT corner Hobbs for a 45-second match against a man who should have been given 10 minutes. Silas Young is so good. How are you going to do that to him like that?
After a performance like that, Taz, I'm not sure how many people would be lining up to try. Yeah, I don't know, but looks like QT and Hobbs.
Yeah, I feel like this is the most critical I've been of a Dynamite episode in a while. Oh, would you looky here? Yeah. The run. Wardlow is Uncle Howdy confirmed.
Man, that Hobbs and QT stole the TNT Championship. Wardlow, he's back and he's back for him.
I should have known this was a prop car.
Look at this, just destroying this car. Hobbs loves this car. Took his passport. Yeah,
You're not done, are you? Okay, I was gonna say.
Oh, brother. That's standard. Oh, no. It's solid. Wardlow swinging that stanchion.
Goldberg car hooliganism spot. Right? I don't even care that that's convenient. That's funny to me. It just looks over. Oh, it's looky there. Something to destroy this car some more with.
Here comes the forklift, the high-low. Oh, God.
It's Hilo Jones. Taz is just such gold.
Wardlow is going to tip that car all the way over. Oh, my God. This is
I hope it tips. Please tip. I don't think it's going to tip. He didn't get deep enough. Okay, good. He rolled forward. That's awesome. Yes. I'm here for it. Taz, I hope Taz is the perfect blend. And the car thing's still rolling for. That was actually great. I'm not even sure that was intentional, but that was fantastic. Hobbs taking out some heat. Oh my gosh. Somebody save poor Silas.
just did. Yeah, Hobbs saying he's going to go powerbomb Symphony. He doesn't care. Oh, wait a minute. He was mocking Waldo. And I think we're going to get a collision here, guys.
I don't think he's coming out the entrance at this point. Any single time somebody takes more than 5... Okay, there he is. Any single time somebody takes more than 5 seconds to get out of the entrance ramp, I'm like, oh, they're not coming from the entrance ramp then.
We've been waiting to see these two big monsters go at it.
Well, look at this flurry of extras that would have been more deserving of squashes than Silas. I love how Pat Buck just kind of strolled on out like, hey, guys, we're going to calm down here. I appreciate you calming down. Oh my gosh, he's so low. Just will let his breath spray. Unless he's going to spray him in the eyes or something.
I got a feeling Wardlow's feeling a little something special for Soho. Wardlow's not done yet. They're trying to beg him off, and he was unstoppable.
Pat Buck's like, all right, I'm not trying anymore.
Solo's gonna need a big banaka.
Did he just... He was up there and went for a quick spray in the mouth. That's what I was waiting for, and I appreciate Solo for it so much. Star of this post-match segment. Hope his head didn't get clipped on the other table there, because that looked like that really is bad. But he let his head be afterwards, so that tells me that it wasn't so horrible that he had to hold his head, you know? We saw the person with the Pride shirt. Shout out to them. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Greg, but like he held it and then let it back down. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's a good sign.
There is going to be a war between Powerhouse Hobbs and Wardlow on the horizon. I think the war just begun. Well, last week we saw the shocking arrival of the Catalyst, Switchblade, Jay White here in All Elite Wrestling.
It really is AEW Con versus Ring of Honor Con. Isn't it just, Cam? That's what he says. Oh yeah, Ring of Honor.
have been members of Bullet Club, but there has been no duo greater than Switchblade Jay White and Juice Robinson. King Switch and
King Switch. Whoop, whoop.
Bang bang yeah. We are Bullet Club high rollers.
And last week, Ricky, you got another ass kicking. It wasn't just from Juice Robinson himself, it was from my good friend, King Switch. We're just getting started here, Ricky. You've been off far more than you can chew. How'd that Blade Runner feel, boy? How'd that Blade Runner feel?
Mr. Absolute Ricky Starks, the catalyst of professional wrestling,
Ooh.
is here to claim what is rightfully his. This is only the beginning. This is going to be the greatest era of Bullet Club ever. We are taking over AEW because this is Bullet Club Gold.
Bullet Club Gold. Okay. All right. Reagan, all right, you started this, bud. I love that, Cam, because it's straight up going to be like that.
This next bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit is for the
AEW International. Yep. The way Khan uses the footage of AJ and Cody since it's Ringo. He can! WWE can't sue. That's awesome. We love to see it. Well, to be fair, that's always the other thing. Like, WWE can use a lot of footage of AEW stars. They just choose not to because they don't want people to be like, oh, where's that person at? And then be like, oh, they're in the rival promotion.
introducing the challenger, being accompanied by Julia Hart, honoring the House of Black.
I'm digging this theme. It's different from the rest of the squad, but hell yeah.
2 weeks ago on Rampage.
Oh, he's been doing that, and it's just, right? Isn't it so cool? I feel like you rarely ever see somebody do that with a title. It's very unique.
What happened to Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta?
He has a sludge metal theme. Yes.
Used that Trios Championship belt to block the Orange Punch. And as we've seen in recent weeks, Tony, that right hand of Orange Cassidy has not been the same since.
No, he has troubles with the right hand, and of course that is the orange punch. And let's face it, the House of Black, they have
Versus Orange Cassidy, right? Yes.
the past few weeks.
I know. I almost forgot it because it didn't open the show. And I know Orange Cassidy hasn't opened the show in like a month at this point, but they memed it to death. I can't not. I used to use sludge metal songs for my darts walk-ons. Yo, nice. Y'all, I just want to use this moment really quick. If you haven't already, do please drop a thumbs up on this video. It would help very much. Really get us going here. We're getting very close to our first mile marker, and that is 100 subs on this channel. So do help out with that if you haven't already dropped a thumbs up or subbed yet. I don't really want to see Cody at all then. I kind of do too. I kind of want to see him in some capacity, even if he was just in the crowd in a suit cheering on. What if they're slowly putting orange masses close to the main event? I wouldn't be surprised. That's one way to kill the pre-main event death slot that they often put the women in, is by to make it an Orange Cassidy match. Yo, that kid, I appreciate Orange. He got off the stage just to be like, yo. I'll never forget, right? It was like the 4th or 5th Dynamite ever. And there was that kid dressed as Orange Cassidy in the crowd. And it was at that moment that I realized AEW's here to stay for real. I think we are actually, like, legit. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Orange Cassidy is one of AEW's greatest pet projects. In fact, people are often trying to figure out a way to sub out one of the pillars for another person. Orange Cassidy fits the requirements. If you wanted to, if Britt Baker is the 5th pillar, I would say Orange Cassidy is the 6th for sure. Imagine right after Allin we have all. Oh yeah, Devin, we are. That is 100% the case. Actually, they are legitimately 1 week apart, and I hope it stays that way. I'm not gonna lie. The idea's gotten in my head now, and I think that would be a very ambitious thing to just have a mega week of AEW wrestling. All Out is a week after All In. Yeah, last week. What is this? Anthony Bowens confirms to fans on Twitter.
Re-register right now, ticketmaster.co.uk or livenation.co.uk. Tickets become available on May 5th. The event goes down Sunday.
I do too, but he looks incredible. Really, he is just in amazing shape. He is built like few men on this planet.
National
Already done it, Excalibur. I know you. It's just a typo, but I want to call him Excalibur sometimes. Orange Cassidy becoming AEW World Champion is a possibility one day. I do genuinely believe this to be true.
Smart right there of Matthews to get out. Well, maybe I spoke too soon.
That was cool.
Cassidy heard the footsteps. Put on the brakes. That's the thing. If your Matthews don't get sucked into the head games by Orange Cassidy, he's great at them. Matthews getting frustrated. Drop kick.
Damn,
Challenge
rip.
to the floor. Orange Cassidy up to his feet and Cassidy. The elbow. But still, He grabbed that hand. You saw him grab his hand, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Right back into the ring, up to the top.
So it's a target also. Orange Cassidy to the top. Diving crossbody. Matthews. Wow, the power right. That's hard to do, man.
It's obviously easy to say it now, but that was a mistake.
Why come back?
Orange Cassidy reversing the powerbomb. Hook on Ron, and Matthews goes face first.
6 to 8 weeks.
Now coming around. DDT.
Well, he hasn't made many mistakes yet.
And Cassidy.
He's going to do it.
No way! What? Oh, he tumbles out.
Man, you can see the pain Cassidy's in.
A great move by Buddy.
Leave out at GCW for one to do so.
I'm not sure Matthews even realized it. That's just maybe where he.
Oh, GCW needs to. And yeah, that sounded like it hurt his hand. Oh, Jeff Hardy? 6 to 8 weeks? Where'd you hear that?
And as you said, he may have shattered some of those little bones. Let's hear this.
His hand is already roughed up, that's right. Really, Craig? That's good to know.
The impact. With a man with an injured hand. Watch this. Jacks up in the air and bam.
Someone gave a like and then took it away. Pain.
Screams from Orange Cassidy. Right after.
They're taking the tape off? What good is that going to do? Is he going to retape it?
Tell him to move his hand, get some blood, see if it's broken. The fingers are broken or hand.
No, neither of those things. From Matt? What he said in 6 to 8 weeks he'll be good?
That's smart by Buddy. Well, this internet
That is. But he needs to take that hand out.
don't go anywhere.
Taz, you're exactly right. Very smart here by Buddy Matthews, right?
Ooh, yeah, he's going to break that hand down.
Get him out. And, you know, there's no timeout.
Well, that's neat. That's good to hear, Devin. I did not know that.
That we're still wrestling.
I'd be about that.
Give him a break. I mean, I understand Bryce is doing a good job as a ref, but give him a break. Well, because the doctor wants to check out the champion. Matthews interfering with that. And Matthews, I mean, let's try and I want to hear what the doctor.
You saw that stare down between Doc Sampson and Buddy Matthews?
We're in a situation, Taz, where Dr. Sampson
Right?
call off this match. He can medically disqualify Orange Cassidy, the championship.
Oh, double or nothing. That would be one hell of a...
Big decision. The doctor's got to be careful with this. Make sure he's right. Cassidy, as you point out, this is for the international title here.
We're keeping the camera on him, so this tells me this is a work.
Concern on the face of Trent Beretta. Cassidy said he can go.
It's interesting that Trent is out here. Remember when Trent challenged for the title not too long ago, and there was like subtle hints of tension between the two? Oh, he said, okay, you're ready to go. All right, I'm gonna fuck that hand up some more, then come back here, boy.
Between the steps. The exact perfect thing to do if you're Matthews. That's what you do. He's cleared. All right, here we go. I'm going to destroy his hand. He doesn't even have to stomp on it. Just standing on the hand, grinding it into the... Oh! Pain that he is in.
Oh, you know what? Matt has been hinting at breaking for some time now.
I'm on my right hand, and it is so painful. Those little
And Ethan does need to get his licks back. He's in it rough. What are we doing here?
turnbuckle, yeah. Oh, my God. He's put his
Buddy Matthews in singles competition. I want more of this.
wrenching on the arm. There's no way that's legal. I just want to say. That's definitely
There's no way that was legal. I was going to say. Right? That was interesting. Pushed his hand down and then made him have to bend while holding the grip. That was interesting. I dig that. Very neat things from Buddy Matthews. I've seen it uncovered before. I've seen it used a few times, mainly as a detached, isolated weapon, more so than like it actually a part of the ring. It is very unique, very rare to see happen, and I do appreciate it.
Here, plus his livelihood. Here he
Oh, through the oh, that's interesting. No, I get you. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a very unique way to use it.
challenger. Buddy Matthews is
Ethan himself as the coach.
finishing the AEW
Shit, you're right. Oh my gosh. To think that might actually be happening.
By Matthews, cannot blame him. So that shot of Julia Hart in the background smiling. She knows that international title might be headed towards the House of Black.
Oof.
The ropes, Cassidy.
He is.
His opponent for a moment. Buddy Matthews seized on the opportunity.
And that's the thing, right? People want to, like, people can't give him the spot monkey complaints. My man's has been nothing but psychology this whole match.
The face of Buddy Matthews. Cassidy's
He picked a body part. Oh, he caught him.
midair by Buddy Matthews.
Went for the blockbuster attempts, just caught him.
Cassidy changes gears, coming around, looking for DDT again. No, wide base by Buddy.
Yeah, I actually never knew that. I had no idea that Ethan Page was living his second life. That's wild.
Matthews sent him out to, not out to the floor. Buddy hung on to the top rope. And, oof. Cassidy.
Did Xavier Woods use the Dragon Balls to revive him? Like, what happened? Nice. That third one looked like he had some extra oomph on it. Hi, Hassan. How goes it, fam? Nice to see you swinging by. So he left Impact and signed with Aid.
Right now, Orange Cassidy doing everything he can to not only defend
Wow, that was like not that long ago. Okay, that was like 2020. Nice. Oh, for sure. Not much, man. But I'm doing pretty good. And vibing out to Dynamite. Was really concerned about some storms in the area, but they have not affected me thus yet. Knock on wood. What are we doing here? Into the DDT? Onto the apron? No, he reversed it. I thought he... The B trigger. I miss each weed. Willow. Good Jeff. My brother's getting beat. Let me dance, Jeff. Brother. Who is? I've never seen his itchweed give shtick. Nice.
But that beach break still somehow hurt his right hand.
Yeah, but it gives Orange Cassidy a little time to recover. Julius a
No
little
one thing. If
concerned.
Jeff returns, he won't be in the UK.
Some time to recover.
That's true. He won't be able to come back to the UK. Because, yeah,
The third act
obvious reasons.
Black was looking for all along. Drawing out Orange Cassidy.
Beach break on the apron is something else.
National championship on the line. All culminating tonight.
Is he, Devin? Oh, man.
New champion, but both men champion and challenger.
I didn't watch a lot of 2010's Impact, particularly TNA as it transitioned into Impact, so I don't know if that's where that took place.
I mean, Buddy took a shot, a beach break on that apron. We're at 8 here.
Funny enough, I kind of just gave up on the product right around the time that Willow was debuting in TNA. Willow.
9.
The Wiz.
Good, a double count out, maybe? No.
He really drew out that 9.
Was beaten. And just a special
That
programming note
you're on the verge, boys.
at a special start time of 9:30 p.m. Eastern or immediately
Oh.
following NBA playoff action on TNT.
So Rampage will be a little earlier this week, 9:30. For clarity, y'all, we'll be watching it here on Fight, so there will be no delay for us.
Not right, so use the forearm.
You know, I really think, Ted, tell me if I'm wrong, that even the forearm shot's going to put pain down that arm, down to the hand.
Depends how high you are, and those forearms are more towards the elbow of Orange Cassidy. I think that's smart for him to adjust like he's doing, but still not without a cost for the
Really?
Buddy Matthews. Ooh, he was the first to drop.
Down to one knee.
It's Clyde.
He wound up
Oh, that sounds familiar.
nation.
But yes, again, you know, that Rampage, it sounds like the Rampage Watchalong will be starting a half hour early. No delay for us. As we learned last time, the Fight feed does not experience the delay the American cable feed does. What if we get a mortal Jeff Hardy? Oh, God. Never me is what there'll never be. I'm not going to lie. I kind of missed that Jeff Hardy. It was just very plagued by, you know, behind-the-scenes circumstances with Jeff. Oh, let's go. I love it when people mock Cassidy because he does not take kindly to that shit. It would be. It really was, Craig. I feel like it was slept on. It's on my playlist.
Maybe you can find new fingers in there. You might have some extra fingers.
He's like, all right, do your worst now. That was great. Bit of the heel enigma soda. It really did. And honest for nothing, I love I think Jeff's band is perfect for making his entrance music. I can understand the criticism for Peroxywagen, but I'm not sure if it's Peroxywagen or Peroxywagen, but yes. I like the band personally. Yeah, the question mark is always what throws me off with the name. Peroxywagen. But yes. Along with Monster by Skillet. Yeah, that's a good one. Got one more shot on my playlist. Well, I have quite a few playlists, but specifically one for wrestling themes I have Jeff Hardy's on. I have quite a few Peroxywagen themes on it. I actually found quite a few of his TNA themes that came after that, which is funny because, like, there was one chance is like one more shot is all it'll take, and then he made like 6 more themes after that. That was almost really scary the way he came into the ropes like that on the way down. Caught into another DDT. I was like, he didn't even get a running start for that. Oh, that concerned me, but we're here now. We're doing good. Let's... Diving DDT. Oh my god, his neck. The way his body flopped to the side there, that was such a good sell, and I hope it didn't hurt him. Yeah, Modest, Another Me, Resurrected, Time and Fate, and then there was another one after Time and Fate. It, like, mixed a lot of the intros for all of his previous Peroxywagen themes. You sounded like Gangrel's music. Placate. Oh. It's funny you say that. I heard... my local school has Gangrel as their head trainer. Placate, that is it, yeah. Nice! Roll up! Cross the legs, he could not. He was waving off the hand because it hurt so much. There's the orange punch. His hand hurts so badly, but I think he got what he needed. He didn't. Didn't. Okay, he didn't. Also, not for nothing, Buddy Matthews is proving to be an incredible adversary. Next to no cheating. He's gotten a little dirty with the turnbuckle and stuff, but this has been all him. I wasn't ready for him to kick out because Orange was like mustered through the pain and covered him so quickly. He's like, go ahead, lay it on. Oh, he's baiting him. This isn't good. Ooh, lifted him up by the throw into a knee. This is not looking good for Orange. So, no, you do that shit again. But he literally just baited you. Oh, no, that was some extra bait. Oh, he got the curb stop. I think we're done here. Or this was a baited... They've been setting that near fall up for weeks. I appreciate that so much. Over the top, hooks the arm, down in, mousetrap, 2. In theory, he got it. Fuck yes, Orange Cassidy steals it in a banger of a match. I loved that ending sequence so much. Both of these men were on point, several steps ahead of each other. I appreciated how the ending was produced in a way it did not insult our intelligence. Did you hear Christian wants to team with Edge again? Yeah, I've been hearing about that. Edge has been considering one final nostalgia one with Christian. Blake, Alexa, Murphy. Ah, man. Oh, dude, you took me back, Craig. I remember when I saw them win the titles from the Lucha Dragons in a fluke match. I remember reading about those tapings and being like, no way, Lucha Dragons are dropping the titles in some random episode? Let's go see it. From banger to murder. Buddy Matthews, though. Fucking hell. Speaking of Christian. Right? I saw the red light. The red lighting is what's making me... Yep. That's Luchasaurus. I'm sorry, Canosaurus.
Some things have changed.
That's it? Lucha Bane, A. I dig that. That's a great way to put that. But yeah, I'm gonna take the smoke really quick and Ascension colors on the shoulder strap. You're right. I did see all like the red and black scales on his mask as well. But yes, it's gonna be by break time, y'all. Do run off and get a break in while you can. We got ourselves a full commercial break. I will be back in just a moment or two. I'm gonna throw on that music again for y'all, just so it doesn't have you don't have to sit here in silence if you don't have to run away. Connor Victor, Luchasaurus. Not gonna lie though, Ascension's theme did hit. But yeah, be right back, y'all.
Guys, I am here with the best friends, Orange Cassidy, who just successfully retained the international championship. However, I do have
Damn, they got back quick.
medical update on your hand.
Hand is fine. Renee, still the champ. Orange Cassidy defending his belt every
Oof.
week on the run of his life.
That sucked.
To be honest, makes the boys a little bit jealous.
Thank you, thank you.
We heard what happened in Japan, Aussie Open, IWGP Tag Team Champions. How about you guys fly on over here to Milwaukee and fight us Friday night on Rampage?
Hands in, boys. Renee.
That's a horrible offer. Why would they take it?
On three, here we go.
You didn't count to three. Back to you guys.
I appreciate Renee. Did it count to 3? What the hell?
Combat Club, but all ego Ethan Page inside the ring.
Uh-oh.
All right, listen up. Ethan Page and the firm have had a bit of a rough patch. Matt Hardy cracked me over the head with the FTW title and cost me the match.
Excuse me.
The living crap out of Stokely Hathaway, and that man is still injured. And then there's the whole contract situation. Literally, I have been a mess. I haven't been able to tan. I haven't been able to get my hair cut. And yet, I woke up, I threw gel in my hair, and I look 10 times better than all you disgusting Milwaukee hillbillies.
Jeff. You're screaming for the Jeff right now, are you?
I need answers. I need to know why Matt Hardy hit me in the head with the title, and I need to know exactly what that moron put in the contract. You still work for me, Matt? So give me the answers right now. You played yourself, my boy, and that's facts.
Come on, Ethan. You've been wrestling for a long time. You know you've got to read the fine print in any contract.
Damn.
And yes, I did manipulate you to think you were my best friend. Why did I do that? Because you are the biggest hole of the ass I have ever met in my life.
Whoa, what happened to my headphones? So what'd you just say to me?
And private party like trash. So that's why I worked you into signing that contract. You want to know what the contract said? Tell me. It said that if Hook defeats you, then Matt Hardy and Private Party are no longer under the dominion of the firm.
That's what we like to hear.
And it also said I get to
Devin
choose
called that shit.
our next match as well as the location and the stipulation. Let me give you the stipulation first. The stipulation is when we win this match, then Matt Hardy and Private Party are no longer under contract to the firm. And I'll finally be away from you and Stokely Hathaway.
Oh, you want to get away from me and Stokely? That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I hope you do. But here's the thing. There's more than just me and Stokely in the firm.
Oh no! Watch your back here. Watch your back. Big Bill, Lee Moriarty. Oh!
Oof. They Orange Cassidy ate that apron.
Lee Moriarty, big
Lord William has arrived. Here he comes, Big Bill.
attack from behind. It's the attack from behind.
I'm in a hotel with no tents or TBS. This is pain, Austin. If you have a second device and or are on a tablet/laptop, you can pull up Discord and you can join us in the gorilla position. I'm streaming the... Okay, looking clean as fuck.
Coming out and taking down Lee Moriarty. Gonna level the playing field here. A big lariat for Ethan Page. Big Bill eating those body shots.
Hook out here laying out the firm.
Careful, careful. Oh. Hook may be in trouble here.
Hook knows what he's doing. There it is.
The team, oh no! Ethan Page blocked it.
TNT.
They just got too many numbers here.
That's right. Too many men. You're right, Taz.
Oh, tent. TV.
But they have the advantage.
But yes, Austin, if you have a second device, hop in the curtain over on the Discord. You can, and then we'll move you into gorilla position. You'll be able to watch the commercial-free version of Dynamite that I currently have streaming. Oh my God, he's here! He's here! He's right here now! Oh my God, I don't know why it didn't process. I'm like the hitting, music, hitting, and there it is. Fuck that, 6 to 8 weeks. We got a Jeff Hardy live on our screen at this very moment.
Taking no prisoners. Whoop.
Oh my God, the roof's gonna
I love how I was like caught up in my thought, so I didn't even finish what I was saying. There it is, the stun. I love the Stun of Fate variant. I prefer the stunner version.
Jeff's not done.
All the extra tattoos. Okay.
He looks in incredible shape. And he lands
There it is.
time bomb.
Jeff is all fucking inked up.
Stunning fate. And then the swanton bomb.
What a moment.
He called it a twist of stunning fate. Fucking what? You out here hugging.
That was awesome. Holy,
I get where you're coming from, Craig.
What a moment.
When we were talking about it earlier, I was in the same ballpark. I wasn't how sure I felt. And then the music hit, and I was still talking to the thing, and then I finished my thought and realized that was Jeff Hardy running out, and I became a kid again. Because Jeff Hardy was the wrestler I idolized growing up.
recent weeks.
Which is pretty damning to say, considering all the issues he's had, because even then, I knew he had issues. And that was part of the reason why he was such an inspiration to me. Oh my God, I didn't need to see you open his head. Wow. I wasn't ready for that. You can tell he's missed this 100%. My thought process is this, right? We didn't know how bad he was when he got omitted. So we didn't know what he had to recover from in particular. If he's back, I trust those around him feel like he can come back in this capacity. Yeah, it was. The way they peeled the whole scalp like that was just...
Fans for your comments, your prayers, your support. I want to thank the doctors for being so quick on hand the other day. It could have been much worse if you guys weren't there to help us out. You know, I speak to the Bucks almost every day, and we promised each other that this problem that you have with us, BCC, we would take care of it in the ring. We've all been here before. This is wrestling. These things happen. It's commonplace. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. You want to make a headline? We get it. You made the impact. But when you hurt Don, when you left him lying in a pool of his own blood, with his skull split open, concussed, I take it personally. And I get it. He's not the most likable guy. You're not going to see this room filled with get well cards or flowers, but he's still family. And when you mess with someone's family, that's when you cross a line. So I'd love to say, now it's blood for blood, but you guys probably want to hear that. That's music to your ears. So it's not going to be blood for blood. What I'm going to do to you when I see you next, it's going to be much worse. Much worse.
That is an unfamiliar
Well then.
intensity level of
Intense threats. All right, here they come. Blood and Guts call. Oh, yeah. Elite versus BCC and Blood and Guts. That's 100% got to be the route, right? Damn, Yuta out here got the Mox Walk going on. Wait, does my man not have his belt? Hold up, I'm going to get you. Okay, so Claudio doesn't have his title with him. That pisses me off. So back to what we're talking about, correct? Because I'm not just trying to blow you off here. Special moments for me that I love, and also how much to screw up and can be. It's wrestling if it's in the state of mind as well. Greg, I completely share your sentiments. I truly do. But I am a firm believer that I am nowhere near the person who can judge these things. I am not the I can't know what state of mind Jeff is in. I can't know what is best for him. I trust, based on how he was all of a sudden just pulled out of this whole situation, and Matt Hardy was so clearly taking responsibility for it all, and all of the surrounding circumstances with Jeff. I feel like this was AEW and Matt Hardy coming together, AEW and his family coming together to responsibly approach this situation with Jeff Hardy. And his return has always been TBD because there was no guarantee that he would return because of the situation. In short, what I'm trying to say is the fact that he is here now makes me feel like it is good, that he is in a good enough state to be here because of what he would have had to go through to get to this point. Hangman is going to be the 4th. Oh, yeah. And if there's a 5th, it's probably going to be like Brandon Cutler or something. Or they'll go special and they'll get like Kota Ibushi. What do I feel like during the Elite and BBC match at Double or Nothing? CM Punk's music is going to hit and it turns into which side he's going to choose. He chooses the Elite. I don't know, Devin. I don't. That's not the story I see CM Punk getting involved in right away. If CM Punk's return happens while this story is going on, then what's going to happen is he's probably going to return immediately in a program with MJF. And then after that program's over and the Elites and BCC program is over, he's going to move into a program. Then we can see an Elite CM Punk situation pop up. I also do think that it's very unlikely CM Punk comes back at this point unless the more recent stuff is slipped. But it take BCC 10 minutes to get to the ring. It's almost as bad as rumor. Well, you see, this is actually commercial break. They don't normally do this on television, but they went to commercial break before the entrance, so they're just padding out the commercial break during the entrance. And because we have the commercial-free feed, that's why we're able to see the whole entrance right now. Their entrance is longer than The Undertaker this week. Like I said, y'all, their entrance is specifically meant to stretch out through the commercial break that's occurring right now. The song is about to loop. And that's saying something because The Undertaker's entrance takes decades. Yes, you know what's so funny, right? Roman's entrance is always longer than... Oh! We're going to get their entrances during the commercial breaks as well, I guess. You know what? Fair enough. I get that. Nah, Lenny. I don't know what you're on, fam. They have extremely unique chemistry in spades, in, like, their own way as well. The presence that Claudio has versus the attitude that Mox has versus the personality that Danielson has versus the little shithead that Yuta is. I mean, of course, always entitled to your own opinions. I will never take that away from anybody, but this is my favorite stable in wrestling right now for a lot of reasons. And their characters, most notably, are higher on the list. Burning Cutler and Nakazawa. Why we take out all the consonants? Why would we take out all the vowels from Brandon's? Damn, Nakazawa got fucked up quick. Record blood. And it wasn't even Mox who made him bleed either. Oh, but he's bleeding harsh. Wow, so Keith Lee versus Jericho really is going to be the main event, huh? Danielson and Mox are good. Claudio and Yuta. You see, again, entitled to your own, but Yuta's really got a lot of promise to him. I think his voice is really the thing that people get upset with him about. And even then, as somebody with a nasally voice myself, I can't really relate to that. As for Claudio, I will say he's not the best promo. Absolutely not. But I also think he doesn't need to be. Brock Lesnar isn't the best promo, and he doesn't need to be. Claudio is legit. He is one of the pound for pound competitors, one of the best in the business. And the environment that BCC is, I've never seen him better. I was always a fan of him in the 2010s, not getting pushed properly. Okay, Nakazawa. That look is intense, dude. Claudio making him look good. I started on wrestling business. I want one of my first matches to be against him. I get that, but I mean, that's a very small window. John skipping up and down the apron. He just swung his shoes off. He just swung his goddamn shoes off. I mean, realistically, slipped, but still, that's great. Hope there's no hard feelings out there, Lenny. Like I said, it's just these are all opinions. But I'm really, wow, how are you bloody with a face mask on? Spun him out of his shoes. Where's his hat? He needs to punch the shoes. He needs to punch the shoes. Really show them who's boss. Or is it time, Ricola? No, counter? Backdrop? Oh, he really muscled up for that backdrop. I appreciate them making something out of it. It's funny you say that, Devin, though, because that was a thing that I dreamed of. I'm like, you know what? I would love to be on Jeff. When Kurt Angle was doing his retirement tour, I told myself, I'm like, you know, if I'm ever a pro wrestler, I'd love to be at Jeff Hardy's retirement tour. Should he have something like that? And wrestle a pair of shoes instead of opponent's each week. No, it should be a different piece of clothing each week, I feel like. It should be the shoes, then gloves, then a jacket. Oh my gosh, Cutler is cut. There is no good way to make that pun. Death Rider. Cutler is pulpy. Nakazawa saves the match, because for what reason? Damn, Nakazawa's getting murdered, dude. Did he disqualify them for being too much ass, or did he just reward them the match on referee stoppage? Yuta, he's laying in. Oh, that's so vicious. I love those right hands. Where are the Young Bucks, huh? Did anybody see this week's Being the Elite? It was only like 7 minutes, but it was so good. Very dramatic. Okay. That's what I'm about. Here he comes. Kenny lied. Guess he really is Brandon Cutler. That was a better way of doing that pun than I did, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I know I'm never going to be in a match with John Cena because we know he is. Yeah, honestly, it's funny that you say that, right? Because Cena came into the business after Jeff Hardy. But yeah, it's clear that Cena's moving on. He's not... Yo! The Young Bucks! There they are, and that's why I brought up Being the Elite. Because they left the arm braces on the couch. Where's Danielson? Wait, where's Danielson, though? Did you hear what got to put it on his tweets today? Why congratulating him on signing with AEW? Say, oh, he crossed paths. No, I didn't, but that would be very interesting to see happen at Forbidden Door 2. Oh, it's time. BTE trigger? Oh, no. I was thinking the trios version of the mood. What are we doing here? What's this? We're going to start putting up the ring? This is a stacked night. Right, Craig? We've had a lot of returns tonight. Would not be surprised if this is the last, if this isn't the last either. Oh. A screwdriver. So I'm saying, watch it be Ice Hockey Phil on the way. The fear on John's face, like, oh shit. He knew his boys were there to save him, though. Oh, okay. The trio's music hit. The Elite's music hit. Yes. What did they just throw at him? What the fuck is that? What? Oh, it's the it's the turnbuckle padding. That's great. That's the true meaning of some assembly required. Yo, appreciate that. That's what that bothered me. Guardrail padding, right? Honestly, I appreciate how gritty this segment is out.
Darby, your success is a testament to my legacy. I created you. And we don't even have the full Mogul Embassy here yet. No, see, my list of beefs here in AEW is growing second by second, day by day. Actually, yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. I still got some unsettled scores here in AEW. Oh, is that what, so we gonna get that done? Mogul Embassy, we gonna leave here with something, am I right? Something. Am I right? That's right. Hoodies up.
Guys, back to you.
This is interesting. So we're not done here, eh? Fair enough. Keith Lee's in the main event from the seams of it. That's the only other match announced aside from this one. Riho is here. And Sky Blue is there too. Not getting her own entrance. Understandably so. Oh, it would definitely be a mixed reaction. I love that they got their own entrance. This is really good for them. Both are on 3-match singles winning streaks. Nice. She's 99 pounds, sir. But, I mean, I don't know. I take her seriously. She shows me why to take her seriously, you know?
Sky Blue, best beware. This is a tag team deal here, but gotta watch yourself. Yeah, you got Saraya on the outside, lurking around the outside. Toni Storm, Ruby Soho.
I've never really found that criticism. I've never really been with that criticism, you know? Because that was the same criticism Rey Mysterio faced.
Clear the ring. Toni Storm.
How can we take him seriously? He's like 160 pounds. And it's like, I mean, he shows you.
She's a heavy hitter. She brings a lot of physicality, a lot of intensity.
What she lacks in size, she makes up for in experience. She's been wrestling 2/3 of her life.
AEW Women's World Championship.
The thing is, realistically, when you scale her out to the average woman's competitor, she's not that much tinier in comparison.
And Zigiri and Toni Storm makes a very quick tag out to Ruby Soho. And drop kick by
That was not a good job.
yeah, good extension.
At least it wasn't. It didn't land as clean as I would have liked it to.
Trip attempted. Riho vaults over. A bipasso and nope. Riho telegraphed it. Ruby Soho taking advantage and just a punt kick.
I wouldn't go there.
Lateral press. No. Riho bridging up and out.
Think about this. We took a Texan pretending he was an Undead Magic biker seriously. We took a brand of Republican champions pretending to be a veteran victim. Damn, Craig, that's actually a great way of putting it.
And a shot for Toni Storm as well. Look at some more teamwork, Tony.
Love the teamwork. There you go. Help her balance.
Riho climbs and dives on the outcast. There you go. And this match, this tag team match continues in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
You know, it's like I see her as a Rey Mysterio of this women's division. She like, and I'm talking like early 2000s SmackDown Rey Mysterio.
Saraya got involved. There you go.
I think a little bit of indecision there, and now it's
I don't know what's up the. It's not really about size, my guy, especially in this day and age. But I do agree. Bring Yuka Sakazaki back. I love her. She is amazing. Why is it when commented that I immediately thought of Chuck Palumbo? Chuck Palumbo, you know what? That's because he did pretty much take that. No, she's not. She's actually bigger than Yuka, if I'm not mistaken. But even then, I wouldn't say that's a big deal.
Trios match, but not as a straight-up 2v2 tag team. I don't believe, Tony. I knew you did. Yeah, well, right now you got Ruby and Storm. Now Storm is the legal lady in this thing here, Shivani. So Riho right now, 2 boots on the throat, not good.
yeah, 2 boots, some strong.
So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on AEW as a whole? I'm curious.
Right now here again, singling out Riho.
I can't believe how Toni
No filters here.
to Saraya
Feel free to express yourself.
has just turned her attitude and her. She's a completely different woman here, Taz.
Some people
Well,
get
first,
angry in life.
damn.
Suplex, you know what I mean, Shivani? Some people just have anger issues.
Snaps.
Get angry over things, and then they align with people that
Tony Storm is vicious this evening. I'm with it. Also, I like their gear.
We understand you, which thank you. Says what it says about us.
Like, okay.
Do we understand that?
That I can get.
He's such an angry young middle-aged.
Because AEW does have a tendency to float between not having much going on for their stories or having too much nuance going for their stories. And the majority of the time, I feel like, well, specifically at the latter, people just mistake it for the former. But even then, the women are getting better, but there's no real competition. That I'm not too sure about. Because this is what this feud is centered around, is the top competition. I will say that there is no real top feud going on, the women, like no top singles feud going on right now. And I think that's kind of lacking, because like, now it seems like Jamie Hayter's title reign is taking a backseat to the storyline, and I don't like that. That doesn't matter really. Rey Mysterio is champion, because he was champion. It's not really giving us trouble. It's a very tough fight experience. Very much agree with Craig.
live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Riho and Sky Blue to the
But that being said, I understand some's, I don't want to say like what's the word I'm looking for? Like some's attachment to the size factor of pro wrestling. Pro wrestling. Thunder. Oh, I thought that was 3. Thunder Rosa will return someday, and I do believe it's sooner rather than later. Skye Blue has been getting really good. She's been getting her reps in, and she's becoming so much more fluent with her offense. She feels so much more confident out there as well.
Tag by Toni Storm. I don't think Sky Blue realizes it.
Remember, she's got some momentum right now. She's got something. Oh, she had it going. Sky Blue, I'm speaking of. We just found out this past week she became all elite here in AEW.
Yeah, she sure did. But what happened right there, just a little bit of inexperience compared to her competitors. That's all.
You get a chance to go beyond the ring and take a sneak peek into the real lives of your favorite stars. With
Oh, nice.
All Access
I appreciate that.
immediately following
She went for the hip attack over on the ropes, and it ended up resulting in her spilling out when Skye ducked it. Damn.
She's got all the talent in the world, this girl does.
No. I mean, I get where you're coming from, and it's probably we do want to avoid poking fun, but when the man himself has gone so far out of his ways to, identify himself with his political views on a personal stance, it's hard to not make the association ourselves, Particularly when he associates his bad decisions in that position with his presence in wrestling. When Skye Blue heel turn, I'm not sure. You know what? She could possibly pull off a heel turn, but I think it's a little too young. Not young, but a little too young in her tenure here in the company for it. Nice super kick crucifix bomb combo. German suplex really nailed it. It's time for the Sweet Cheeks music. Boom. Like a shotgun. Oh my god. Storm Zero, we're dead. She's done. We're done here. Talk about a believable finish. Few finishes in AEW look as deadly to me as Storm Zero, because it always looks like she decides to deliver it early, Like she doesn't even fully set it up before she drops you. What the heck, so I don't... I mean, I get you, Kurt. There. And they're beating her down. Also, is this the part where babyfaces that weren't already down here come to make the save? Apparently the green spray paint was to foreshadow Ruby Soho's heel turn. Are we about to do... You're not really doing the shield bomb. They did this shield bomb, yo. It doesn't, though. She's a grown woman, and, I see her as one. Just because she's small doesn't mean she... Yeah, I don't get that. By that logic, beating me up would look like you're beating up a high schooler because I'm 5'5". Why did she come out here alone? Where's Britt? Why didn't you come out at the same time? Are you okay, Britt? She almost lost her footing. Oh, she's in pumps. I'm like, why are you look like you're moving weird?
It's been a personal issue between these two since Saraya arrived.
Nice duck under, kick to the front of the leg. Tell you what, Doctor, you got to set up.
She's going to stomp her.
Yeah.
Good save right there by the other members of the Outcast.
If it weren't for the Outcast, that would have been a nasty ending for
Yeah, I still think they should have both come out at the same time. This is where they persisted on the criticism that a lot of people have about this angle, and it's that the babyfaces aren't smartening up and sticking together. They're gonna give us the music and this graphic this time. All right, but yeah, what was a good match, I think, was hindered by once again the booking. Like I do feel like, like right before the match should have started, Britt and Jamie should have come out before the match and like chilled ringside. Things would have gotten chaotic, but I would have been here for it because it would have been at least acknowledging, you know, the lack of, the lack of numbers advantage that they have, that they keep falling into, almost like conveniently so. Like why did Jamie and Britt, who are almost always together, come out separately just there? Like that felt particularly odd. So what I'm saying, they need to even the odds, and week after week they've been shown that. This has been constantly where the outsiders. I know that's what they're playing off of too. So it's really hard to not make that association, but we'll get there. I still think that we need to hit a point where it's like we've run this story beat several times. We need to acknowledge that we've run it several times, you know? Yeah, they're not giving us the music this time. Oh well. But yeah. Anyways, for those who haven't already done so, just gonna drop another reminder to please leave a thumbs up on this video if you haven't already. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that jazz. Much appreciated. We're getting real close. Oh, there's the music. We're getting real close to that first mile marker, and I know that it's going to help out the channel so much once we do. Also, indefinitely, I swear to you, Talkade is coming this week. It is coming this week, and it's probably going to be exceptionally needed because we've taken 2 weeks off of Retro WatchaMania now. So, do be on the watch for that. Realistically, I won't, but I'm gonna try to get more headway on that tonight with getting my review for the ECW portion of it down. So yeah, do check that out. Do check out the older episodes as well if you haven't already. They are given from the perspective of a first-time viewer, so no spoilers, please. And they are also recapped in a way that benefits those who aren't watching along on the Retro WatchaMania. So if you aren't a part of those watch-alongs regularly, fret not. Talkade is there to help keep you up with those things if you can't sit there for a 3-hour stream every Sunday. But we seem to be back to Dynamite, so I'll stop talking about all that stuff. Do you think Jericho takes the Spirit Bomb? If he does, he loses. The Spirit Bomb is very protected. In fact, we've only seen it a handful of times in AEW now that I think about it. He usually wins with the jackhammer, the fireman's jackhammer. I want to specify because whenever I say jack, my mind automatically goes to Goldberg's jackhammer, the vertical suplex jackhammer, as opposed to the fireman's one. But that does seem to be the name. And WWE was called the Big Bang Catastrophe, but which is actually a reference to what the Big Bang Attack was almost called. Interesting camera. Didn't have the best quality for it, though. We got Danny G out here in his corner. Systematic cheating inbound. Same. I love how he incorporates his fandom into his character so much. He's just sitting here soaking it in. Have y'all noticed that the sing-alongs seem to have died down a bit? Never mind. I'll shut up now. It didn't sound like it was very audible there. They have died down, but they're still very vocal. They're more vocal than I feel like I gave it credit for there just now. But less fans are singing, and I'm with you. Good. I'm tired of it. Oh, yes. Warlock Keith Lee.
Just over 3 years ago, an intense rivalry began between Keith Lee and Adam Cole.
My man's walking out here as fucking like cloak of protection. Like, ah, dude, I don't know why, but the nerd in me, specifically the anime and D&D nerd in me, just loved that he walked out here with that. Keith Lee looked like wrestling Gandalf with that cape, right? Didn't he just? Oh, man. Oh, Rod's skin is glory. To think he's been here more than a year now.
I don't think we respect anyone, and this is what this is all about.
You shall. It's funny you say that, because he's been pinned at least twice now in AEW. Funny enough.
And a special programming note coming up this Friday night, AEW Rampage airing at 9:30 p.m. Eastern or immediately following NBA playoff basketball action on TNT. We will have, it is official, the IWGP Tag Team Championship. New champions, Aussie Open puts the titles on the line.
Shit. We're gonna have an IWGP tag title match on. It's gonna be tag team night over on Rampage. Keith Lee is just right. He looks so badass. I admit, once he put on the beard, the gray looks so much better. Briscoe, Lethal, Jarrett, and Singh in action. Let's see how that goes. I mean, Taya, Rampage. Rampage is looking pretty good next. Wow. Sean Spears making a comeback. Bet. I can't tell if he's disgusted or like aghast. Ben's Rice versus Ben's Rice? What? Oh yeah, block that, my dude. You don't have much chest left to cast. That's mean. I'm not gonna finish that joke. Nice. I shouldn't make fun of my doppelganger like that. For all I know, that could be me one day. But there it is, the double Mongolian chop. That's well, not double. It's just Mongolian chop. Ben's Rice is a brand of rice I used to have a mascot. Okay. Oh, gotcha. I should go back to the shorter here. I agree. I feel mean saying this, especially because I almost just made that mean joke a moment ago. But I think his hair doesn't look the best long anymore. I think it doesn't compliment him like it used to. It looks a little like frizzy, kind of like unkempt a bit. Oh yeah, no, he's like I remember that look. In fact, that's the Chris Jericho I was introduced to. The Chris Jericho I was introduced to is the one that returned in late 2007 during Randy Orton's title run. Maybe that is the point, though. I mean, you might be right, Craig. That's what I thought about. Like, there's no way he thinks it looks good, you know? He has been losing lately, but that's something that I thought about since, like, he started JAS. Like, I've been thinking this for over a year now. Twitch doesn't have permanent VODs like that, but if you were able to go back and watch the VODs of the Watchalongs I was doing with Jesse, or, like, this time last year I was saying the same thing. I was like, you know, his hair doesn't look the most healthy. That's when he was like, you're just mad that he's stealing your due. Maybe becoming a bit more unkempt as part of the visual, showing his descent along. No, I get you, and like that could be playing into the story, but at the very least, at that time, it wasn't. I love how conspicuous he had to look. He looked more believable when he was facing the crowd, dancing over to them. But then when he's just hands on hips right next to this, down to Keith Lee.
Tickets available on May 5th, and you can be among the first to join us at Wembley Stadium when we make history in London.
Cannot wait for London. Cannot wait to go to Wembley Stadium. And I'm going to tell you, in the 4+ years we've been doing this, I don't know of a bigger night coming up than in August.
Good luck finding a bigger venue because that place is going to be rocking and it's going to be red hot. Legendary, iconic Jericho. Oh, double sledge.
Huh? Seem
Jericho
wrong.
got to try to keep this momentum going if he can. But he can't disrespect.
His teammate against Roman Reigns and the Usos and his team won? Are you sure about that? I don't think Roman has a loss on his record aside from the DQ loss to Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble 2022.
It's not going to do a lot of damage except piss him off. But, you know, keeping him down on the ground levels the size difference.
Everybody knows about
I would double check cage match for that if I were you. Oh, it was at a live event. That doesn't count. That's non-canon. It's non-canon unless they specifically make it canon, like a title change that they address or something.
Breathing is Keith Lee. Jericho just driving that knee to the base of the neck. Keith Lee down, and you know, in no small part, Tony, to the assist from Daniel Garcia on the outside of.
Yeah, but still, Jericho's got him down. That's something to say.
Jericho, though, could be burning daylight here, allowing Keith Lee a chance to get back into this match.
Sure keeps it rolling.
Our main event continues live on AEW Dynamite. Keith Lee said he was going to teach Chris Jericho a lesson in respect, but Chris Jericho has had the upper hand for the last few moments, Taz. Yeah, definitely has, and a guy with, you know, all the experience at the level, the highest level you can imagine that Jericho has.
Remember that time in 2020 that Keith Lee beat Randy Orton clean in 6 minutes? It's crazy.
Pennsylvania, the Peterson Event Center, great seats still available. You still have a chance to join us. AEWTIX.com as Jericho gets the boots up in the corner.
In fact, it was at the same pay-per-view that Roman Reigns' current title reign began.
As we saw at the top of the match, Keith Lee had all the momentum, but Jericho found that opening, and he's been just kicking butt here. Whoa,
Nice.
Salt connects.
Payback 2020. What a time.
And that could do it here.
And the lateral press. Whoa,
Ha ha! Nice.
Austin. You see Jericho.
Made Jericho do a frog splash.
Obviously, a lot of steam still left in Keith Lee, even though he cannot get to his feet. And good job by Jericho not letting him get to his feet. But here he comes.
Talking about that during the break, you want to level that size difference by keeping Keith Lee on the ground. And Jericho, he's been in the ring with much larger opponents before. He knows the strategy, but Keith
That was a light clothesline.
Jericho with that lariat. Yeah, you're right. Knowing the strategy is one thing. Trying to keep
Oh no. I think we're about to go to Beale City.
Size is so quick in the ring. I know we brought that up so many times, but it's still
Reminds me of my days with Mr. Hughes. That's great.
Garcia realized that. Garcia grabbed the boot of Keith Lee.
Ooh, that was very slick. It was perfectly out of Aubrey's vision.
Edwards' eyeline on the boot. Well, you could show a movie on the back of Keith Lee. Gigantic. But Jericho, oh boy, was coming in for the lariat. Keith Lee stopped him in his tracks. Got just a big bear hug. Bear hug Jones right there. Jericho.
That being said,
Keith Lee with some shots. And
Oh,
a leg
nice.
from Keith Lee takes Jericho off his feet.
I'll
Now to try to follow up now. You're limitless right now, Keith Lee.
bear hug Jones right there. I love the Jones gimmick.
This all began when Chris Jericho
Oh, Spirit Bomb.
pops up Jericho.
going to be a big crash here. No, maybe not.
Jericho reverses. Now looking for
Not everything is insert object of him or stuff Jones.
got him on that roll up. You know, the guy's so thick and big,
What do
you
you-
stack his weight up on his shoulders. It's tough for him to kick out.
Nah.
Jericho, he
Your TV not turned up, my guy? Case in point.
It was.
He ran through the clothesline, but continue, Excalibur. Jericho, he said the celebration was gauche. It was too much for Adam Cole.
It was plenty because
You're good, Greg.
was in jeopardy.
Point still got it.
Every celebration. He got a big win off of a great wrestler. Why not celebrate? That was a little
I do feel like the crowd could have stood to like stand up for that spirit bomb, but the crowd is also the thing about the AEW crowd is they're a little too smart for shit like that. When they know a spot isn't going to be what it's setting itself up to be, they're not going to like get all up in it. Oh, okay. Keith Lee about to hit us with this.
Again, this is what he was doing earlier.
Jericho got his knees up, but
I don't know, y'all. They're having their quiet moments, but I don't think it's.
pull off that moonsault. But wait a minute. Jericho tried to block it, but I think that
Panel slow my arm. Ooh. I hope you're okay, Devin. Really heal. Second rope, Mooney lad.
Keith Lee covers, and whoa, Jericho barely kicking out. Tough to kick out. All that weight on you after that big driving slam. Watch the knee up on the moonsault, the both knees, I should say, and then watch this. Jacks him up. Damn, just driving him.
Hit him with the Bobby special.
Jericho struggling to his feet. Keith Lee maybe
Oh,
thinking that massive power bomb
he really would have been.
put an end to Chris Jericho. No, Jericho escapes out and gouges the eyes. Now do what you gotta do.
It's funny, y'all, because y'all started saying things about the crowd, and the crowd was like, "No, we're not." They're like going out of their way almost to prove the criticism's wrong. Oh my God, he's got him on his belly.
Ooh, that's a painful hold. That's a painful hold for Keith Lee to be in, but what a show of strength from Chris Jericho to have those legs of Keith Lee locked in. Absolutely, big, powerful legs, and you see the pain that Lee is in. Keith Lee trying to make the cross.
I'm
Garcia
not
barking at Keith Lee from
human.
Keith Lee could be on the cusp of tapping out. But he's digging in those elbows.
That big frame moving.
Oh, Jericho
No, no, no.
just a hair away from the ropes, and that may be the difference maker. I think Chris might get him here. What? Oh, oof. Closer to the rope than I thought he was, but he was able to get there. Good match sense, ring awareness, good job by Keith Lee.
Jericho thought he won it. Obviously, he was not. Oh, come on. Even Garcia said he tapped. He's a liar.
Just trying to get Jericho to get the win and get out of here. That's what he's trying to do. Uh-oh. There's that peel he wanted.
There it is. Beale City. Oh, okay, fine. I'm with you. The crowd did not pop for it like they should have. How dare they?
And remember, 1 week from tonight, AEW Dynamite live from the Peterson
Wisconsin. Come on, y'all. This is your only show for 2023, and you aren't giving it your everything.
returns to her hometown. Jimmy Hayter against the Outcast. Look at Garcia. The shots to the back. Keith Lee, the elbow. Plus Wardlow.
Powerhouse Hobbs versus World.
On Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, and it looks like it's just going to be a normal match.
Wednesday night in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Garcia got peeled in. And, oh, 2 for the price of 1. Garcia taken down, as was Jericho. And Keith Lee, he's feeling it. He's leveled the playing field. Sure has. Jericho's got his back to him. He doesn't realize. I think Keith Lee is coming in hot.
Damn, Devin, you just can't avoid these issues, my guy. You need to watch out. Where's some heavy armor going around the house or something? Oh. Really tried pulling it down. Oh. We're doing this?
Jericho trying.
Yeah, he was going to try and pop him up. So, oh. Spirit bomb!
Bomb by Keith Lee. Keith Lee could get that cover.
Oh, he's rolling out. He's trying to roll away. No.
There he goes. Would you get out?
Garcia.
Get him out of the ring. He's disrupted this whole match.
Garcia.
How about 7 months ago?
To the official. What? Who was that? Was that
There he is.
Swerve? I think that might have been Strickland. He had a mask on, but it looked like a jacket. Yeah, that Swerve was wearing earlier, and Swerve promised to settle some old scores. And, I mean, Swerve and Keith Lee, they were former AEW World Tag Team Champions, but
Well,
they
the referee
imploded.
can't, 'cause
She didn't see it. I mean, 2 and 3. Wow.
Damn. The crowd did not pop for Swerve interfering at all. That kind of irritated me.
Definitely wasn't. Man, I'll tell you what.
What happened to this crowd during this main event, man?
Clearly was. And Swerve just cackling. And nobody expected that. That was really likely now smart by Swerve. And Keith Lee, he had that match won if it weren't for Daniel Garcia and if it weren't for Swerve. Uh-oh.
Oh? Adam Cole's gonna interrupt his.
Plan on a lengthy celebration, Chris Jericho.
Boy, Jake Hall versus Nate Diaz.
And Adam Cole,
Okay.
we talked about the respect he has for Keith Lee and the respect that Keith Lee has for Adam Cole. You see it right there. Yeah, definitely. Respectful battle. That is sportsmanship between two great athletes.
I appreciate that.
The result of this match.
Adam Cole out here doing to them what Jericho did to him.
Look that we saw Jericho give to
Exact same thing. Good call, Taz.
Okay.
well, Adam Cole, a little tit for tat with Chris Jericho here after our main event. And remember, coming up,
He got rocked.
AEW Rampage
Look at- He's the winner, though. He's the winner, though.
or immediately following NBA playoff.
Well, the crowd not reacting to it properly doesn't make me feel any differently about it. I still thought this was a decent match for what it was. I particularly appreciate the ending bit to it and this ending angle to it. Jericho's acting like you're going to interrupt me, the great Chris Jericho, when you literally... No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jericho always sells the hypocrisy so well. Play my music! So, yeah. This was definitely an interesting Dynamite, to say the least. I definitely was critical of a few things at the points. Funny enough, particularly the crowd here, the Outcasts. I almost did the thing. The Outcasts ending bit of their segment, and the Swerve losing his match. But ultimately, I feel like that was rectified. It's been Jericho's bit for a while. Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah, it's. Like, as far as every single time I've seen him doing heel, I've seen him do that. But yes, one more time, y'all, do please drop a thumbs up on this video. Take care, y'all, just like Lone Star says. And yes, see you Friday for a double feature. That's right, we're going to be doing 2 streams. The Rampage is going to be the second stream. Before that, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. BST. We're going to be doing a WatchaMania Invitational. 14 is going to be taking place in Ultimate Muscle Legends versus New Generation, game selected by current and new champ Forever Craig. Hope you swing by. It's a lot of fun for us to sit there and call the randomness as it occurs before our heads, pre-recorded by Jesse, none other than the other half of WatchaMania. But then, of course, after that, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 2:30 a.m. BST, Rampage. We're going to be starting on time because we'll have the fight feed, so there will be no delay due to the NBA game. Thank you so much, NordVPN. But until then, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Y'all be... Oh, God, AEW All Access. Tony Khan's coming out of his plan with his bug eyes like they're here to get me. Well, yes, y'all do enjoy All Access. I'm going to hop off here and get some more stuff done on Talk 8, hopefully. But y'all take care. Be good to yourselves. Ladies, gents, and all beyond the binary, thank you so much for hanging out. Happy wrestling, y'all. Have a good night.